Honestly, if you had told me that in doing this channel, I would end up sauteing Cheerios. Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme for today's video is lazy day meals. I have done this topic once before. It's so good, so easy. It was very good. I'm leaving a link in the description, and I've put the little, tag thing up here if you want to watch that episode. The artist behind me is Ingrid Nillson. She is a printmaker based in Edinburgh. All of the lino prints that she makes are designed, cut, and printed by hand using this cool lever press. I am leaving a link in the description so you can check out her other work and her socials. Okay, first dish, let's do it.
Hi Beryl, my name is Shareffa and I'm from the Little Red Dot called Singapore. The dish I want to share with you all today is called Nasi Telur Kicap in Bahasa Melayu. In English, it directly translates to rice, egg, soy sauce, and all you need are those 3 ingredients. Nasi Telur Kicap is simply made with fresh or leftover white rice, a fried sunny side up egg, and then it's drizzled on top with kicap manis, a thick sweet soy sauce. You must make sure that the soy sauce is a thick sweet soy sauce, and the sauce, it really depends on the person, but I tend to make sure that there's enough to cover up the dish. The dish is not the most aesthetic looking dish, but it's perfect for a quick lazy meal, and it's what I think of when it comes to comfort food. I have fond memories of my mum or my nenek, my grandmother on my mum's side, making it for me when I was young, and as I've gotten older, I now make it for myself. A little fun fact, I actually used to call this dish mixed up when I was younger because you literally had to mix all the ingredients together. I think it's fair to say that everyone loves lazy days, and my ideal lazy day would be one relaxing with a cup of tea and a good book and a nice view. I think people should try Nasi Telur Kicap if they enjoy a dish that is savory but slightly sweet and they don't feel like cooking such a complicated meal. Sometimes simple is best.
Well, this was very easy to make, so +1 point for that. I'm also going to do +1 point that I'm trying another new sauce. I've never had the thickened sweet soy sauce before. It was a little thinner than I thought, but I think I put enough on. Now I'm going to mix it all up. Mix. I can see now at this point it's definitely not as aesthetically pleasing as it had been just a moment ago. But once it's in your stomach, it looks like this anyway. Wow. Oh, that is extremely satisfying. Wow, I love all these new sauces that I'm learning from you all. Since starting this channel, I eat rice for breakfast more than I ever have in my entire life. I think before this channel, I don't think I actually ever really did eat rice for breakfast, and now I do, because it's fabulous. And it's like, it makes you feel good for the day. This sweet soy sauce is definitely sweet in a very good way. Not sweet like dessert sweet, but it's got this like salty umami sweetness. Come on, break egg. Sorry. It's so different from anything I've ever had, and I love it. You may have noticed that bottle of sweet soy sauce is very, very large, but I already looked online and found tons of recipes like using it as a marinade and using it to cook chicken and fish. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have a new sauce. This is a very simple and low entry point to eating something that's super familiar, but also very different. 10 out of 10. That was so good. Before we get into the next dish, I want to take a moment and talk about Bokksu. Ta-da! Bokksu is a monthly Japanese snack subscription box. This month is a special box as we head into spring. The theme is Sakura. It falls every time.
Oops.
Ta-da! Sakura are cherry blossoms and signify the coming of spring. So all of the snacks in the box this month are inspired by that. These are actually some of my favorites when I went to Japan. I had these for my first time. The inside has like jelly in it. Pretty. Oh my God. I love working with Bokksu. Not only do I feel like you get really interesting snacks that are exciting to try, but they also partner with family-run companies that have been around for generations, and there's something really special about that. And as somebody who loves food and loves just trying things willy-nilly, it's 100% up my alley. If you are interested, you can use my code BERYL15 for $15 off. It is in the description. Let's get back to the lazy day meals now.
Hi everyone, my name is Frida. I live in Jakarta, Indonesia. Today, I'd like to share the menu on my lazy days. It's the chicken rice. Not the usual chicken rice, but it's fried chicken rice cooker hack. This thing went viral on the internet last year, and it's originally from Japan. You can use any kind of fried chicken you like, and the idea is to absorb the fried chicken flavor to the rice. Super easy to bake. Add the fried chicken on top of the rice and hit the cook button. Once the rice is cooked, fluff the chicken rice. Since I'm living alone and sometimes I cook for myself, I like the familiar smell of chicken rice wafting in the air. It feels like home on Sunday where my mom used to cook for lunch or dinner. Lazy days are the best when you can wake up late and it's raining since morning. Well, while I'm busy doing nothing all day long but still wanted a hearty meal, this is perfect. Definitely an easy way to cook up a delicious and nutritious dish. I hope you guys can enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay, I love it when there's like a hack involved in these. And I guess, I don't know, somehow I missed this hack. There was a ramen hack that also went viral that I completely missed. The sauce is so good. You know, better late than never. What? Oh my god. This is legitimate. Wow. The rice is so flavorful. This is like the most luxurious 12-minute meal of my entire life. I appreciate though the irony that I didn't have leftover fried chicken to make this, so I went and I bought fried chicken, but now I do have leftover fried chicken. So like, am I gonna just make more of this rice? Yes. I think that the most satisfying part was when I opened up the rice cooker and was taking the meat off the chicken bone and it just like fell off it. So it was nice. I'm feeling like the cat that got the cream so far, and I'm excited for the next dish.
I'm Melody and I live in New Mexico in the United States. The dish that I want to share with you today is called Cheerios and eggs, or that's what it is. We don't even have a name for it. It's a meal that you can make for yourself when you're just, feeling super lazy. The dish is Cheerios with scrambled eggs. Basically, you take some butter and melt it in a pan on the stove or in the microwave, and then you add your Cheerios and get them warm and toasted and tossed in the butter. And then you can move those to the side, or you can take them out and add an egg to the pan and scramble it. And then you toss it all together with salt and hot sauce, and it's absolutely delicious. You just eat it with a spoon. This recipe came from my grandmother. She developed it or found it in the 1950s when she was taking care of her young children. I like this dish because it's really simple. It's a meal that is really filling and comforting, and part of that comfort comes from just remembering my grandmother making this for me when I was little and knowing that she also made it for her children when they were little. It's just a nice family thing that I would like to pass down. And I love having lazy days. My perfect day would be to make a big batch of this for my husband and my son and myself and just sit on the couch in our pajamas and read books or watch YouTube videos, sing songs, and not have to worry about dishes. It's just one pan and it's super easy.
This one I struggled to like make as aesthetic, but I think it's okay. Honestly, if you had told me that in doing this channel I would end up sauteing Cheerios, you know what it tastes like toast. It's like having eggs with toast. They're good. It has all the makings of like a quirky 1950s meal, but the problem is that it works, you know. Funky. You know, it's funny because like I did put ketchup and mayo on it because I just like that on my eggs, and so the eggs with that it's fine. But then when I stop for a minute and I think that I'm having Cheerios with ketchup and mayo, that feels confusing, but it's not confusing in my mouth. I'm liking this more than I thought I would. There is something very oddly comforting about this, and I don't know if it's like the nostalgia of eating Cheerios, which I haven't had since I was a kid. I like eating cereal more like this than with milk. I mean, I loved it. God, I am enjoying this episode.
Hello, my name's Laurence. I'm from Ghent, Belgium, and the dish I want to share with you all today is called butter miso pasta, or in Dutch, it's almost the same, boter miso pasta. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You can eat it plain or with a soft-boiled egg to make it more filling. It doesn't really matter which kind of miso paste you use. You could use white or red. And the flavor of it is like salty umami. You can achieve this distinct flavor with little effort. So on a lazy day, for me, everything is lazy. Like most of the times I don't even have any groceries left in my house anymore. And I'm that lazy that I really don't want to go to this grocery store. So I just try to be creative and find what I can make. And this is when I started making this kind of dish. I love cooking and making sure that I have almost nothing left anymore in my house to cook with, because then I have to get creative and I have to make a meal out of nothing, but it always works. We always have way much more food than we need to have in our houses, and I think it's better for the environment if we be more careful with everything we buy. I came up with this dish when I didn't have anything in the house, and I just tried to be creative. I just let my imagination run wild, and this is what I came up with at the moment. It's nothing difficult. And it's just really delicious, like low effort, big outcome. So I really recommend you to try it.
Okay, miso pasta with a soft-boiled egg. I soft-boiled the egg for 6 minutes and then put it in cold water, and it is perfecto. Da da da. I've never had miso like this before, so I'm curious. Ooh. This is an incredible, easy sauce that is so rich and flavorful. I am mightily surprised. Miso is an ingredient for me where I purchased it for one recipe and then I didn't really know what else to do with it, so it kind of just like sat in the back of the fridge. And more recently, I've tried to experiment, and you can use it in dressings and on chicken and fish. I never thought to use it in pasta, but this is, honestly, it's phenomenal. It is salty and it is rich and decadent, and then the egg yolk with it, mwah. Ew, without the hand movement, it felt, I don't like that. This was kind of funny. So Laurence emailed me about this and I was like, wait, I recognize your name. And then I looked and she was in our midnight snack video.
I'm studying for my exam, so let's look for something to eat.
I just think that's so fun. Like, this has happened before. I recognize you guys and like I remember you guys, and the people who comment, I recognize your names, and it's cool. Like, I know we all don't know each other, but sometimes I really feel like we do. Okay. Final dish.
Hi Beryl, my name is Ora. I'm from Israel, and today I would like to talk about meat and potato stew. And this is a very hot, very hearty stew. Perfect for a lazy day because it's like zero prep time, and in the end you have this perfect stew fit for a king and queen. The base is meat and potatoes. Now, the key ingredient for the stew, something you cannot skip, is garlic. You have to use garlic. It's quite a stinky dish from garlic, but it's really great. I'm a cook at a restaurant. I don't have a lot of time, and when I have free time, when I have lazy days, I like to lay in my own filth and just have something in the oven that can stay there for a few hours, do its thing, and in the end I have this great meal. This is a family recipe which I perfected because my mom used to cook it on a stove, and I cook it in the oven because it's a little simpler. You don't have to stir it. This dish also freezes really, really well. And the best thing, it's really, really easy to make. You like shove it in the oven, let it do its thing for 3 hours, and that's it.
Okay, the final dish is our beef and potato stew. I do want to say this. I know that I was supposed to make this in an oven, but let me show you my kitchen right now. As you can see, I don't have an oven. Many of you know that I haven't had gas in my kitchen as well for a little over a year. So I adapted and used my slow cooker. Whoa. The beef just like melted in my mouth. I feel like I didn't even chew it. This definitely has winter vibes going for it. I do feel like it's a little bland for my taste, but I could probably remedy that by just like grabbing some hot sauce and maybe some fried onion. I have those like fried onion bits and fried garlic bits. That would be really good. I mean, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. I've got some hot sauce and some fried onion. Da-da-dum. Fix it right up. It is really nice to be able to just throw everything into a pot, and then at the end of the day, you have this like delicate and slow cooked amazing meal. Are slow cooker meals popular around the world, or is that very much an American thing? I know that like I grew up with them, but I'm curious if those of you who live outside of the US also have slow cooker things. If you're interested in the other Lazy Day Meals episode, I've linked it for you here. And I feel like comfort food is kind of the same vibe, so I linked the comfort food video as well for you to watch. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you, or actually someone said, I'm not seeing anyone, you guys will see me, so you'll see me again next week.